fine. Be civil with an open mind, don't walk blind. Can't eat, that's not at my table. I'm holding boundaries so my heart stays whole. Make it rain, if you love your own. Make it rain, make it rain, yeah. Different. Make it rain, if you love your own. Make it rain, yeah, if you love your own.
Fuck off! I'm not using the McDonald one, okay? It's just that my computer sucks. My God. Hello, Donna.
Make it Wayne, make it Wayne. What up?
So fuck off was a good song, but my computer does suck.
That was cool. I was like, oh snap, not you up the ante. That's what I'm talking about.
Me. That was Victoria and Danny.
That is so great. That is so great.
They've been doing music and I tried to play it, but you know, shit happened. So hello everyone. Hello Misty. Hello Maria. Hello Danny. Hello Victoria. Hello Firisi. Hello Elizabeth. Hello Cookie. Hello Blue Bella. Hello Limoli. Hi everyone. So happy to see everyone. So yeah, today hello Tracy. So yeah, today we're gonna talk about so much bullshit that hello Just Hope. So much bullshit that has been happening, and Donut has been great enough to agree to answer some of my questions. So put a 1 in the chat if you saw me on 82 yesterday. Like, let me know if you saw me there. But yeah, I was there. And while we were there, I brought up the subject of Donut. I brought it up. What is going on?
I just added my scream. It's okay. Just don't worry about
it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Just be happy.
What is this? What kind of sorcery is this? So what? We are like screening from both?
Yeah, we're streaming from my platform and yours, and the chat will be just one big chat. So hopefully people show up or whatnot. And I just tried something new, you know? Yeah.
I like that. So yeah, people, hello Melissa 37, hello Vila. So we are going to both stream that video because, like I said yesterday, when I went on 82 and I brought up Donut, yes, I brought him up because there has been so much video made about you recently, like hours and hours and hours. And 82 wanted me to watch, and I asked him. He wanted me to watch a video from a dude called Gerald. And he told me that was your friend.
No, that was never my friend. I think like for most people, you and I and your whole audience know, you and I decided to say that we collaborate, but we don't trust each other from the start, right? And any communication that I have with you on the back end, it always comes to the light. It's never malicious. It's never really anything like a plan, like a snake or whatever. that guy moves like an actual snake. That guy moves like an actual snake. He's the one who came to the Diddy trial at the very last week, staying at a cheap hotel in New Jersey, trying to act like he got money and all this other stuff, just causing problems. You know, he was sweat. He had weave in his head down to the crack of his butt, and the court. I don't know if he has some type of condition, but I found it weird for him to be sweating when the courthouse was on 60 degrees. He was sweating inside the courthouse. So I don't know. But he's a big clout chaser. He went to the Diddy trial to clout chase off of Armand and made it an issue after everybody got home for clicks and views. And that was the last time he got some clicks and views. And, you know, if I say something to you private, I can say it to you in public. So
yeah, exactly.
I think he lied and said, like he made up this narrative, like I told him something about somebody else. That no, if I say it, it's gonna more than likely gonna be in public first. Like none of my supporters have seen me talk about or even cry about anything that I have not done or put in the public domain first. So I think I'm just real for a lot of people.
Trap House Kitchen Pod. Do you know that person?
Yes. No, re-highlight that. So Trap House is in the hip hop space. Trap House has a very masculine driven audience. And it was like a year ago when I was roasting you. He told me that me, you, and him should have a show together because you was that B. He really likes you. He really fucks with you.
Yes, I remember you. Hi, Trap House. But yeah, because like people were telling me, go watch the video. And a lot of people were telling me to go watch the video of, what's his name? Gerald. They didn't watch your video with Ariel Mitchell Kid, which showed a totally different image.
Right.
And I didn't like that because I'm like, I'm going to go watch the Gerald, but you should go watch the Ariel Mitchell Kid because both of them are not saying the same thing at all.
Right, exactly. And mind you, Ariel Mitchell Kid has personal knowledge. So personal knowledge trumps the court of public opinion in all levels. But I guess it's just other things that happen that makes people just so brainwashed and dumb enough to fall for anything he has to say.
Because they told me he was but he doesn't sound like your friend at all. He mocked your face, he mocked your acting, he mocked everything about you. And I'm like, is that supposed to be the person that I'm supposed to trust the judgment and that I should believe that Donat, the intelligent man I know, would go and trust him enough to call him and be like, I need to tell you my deepest secret? Like, I was really confused.
And another thing is like I would never do that. Like I got supporters that would tell you that the first time that they learn something new about me is stated online, and then I would talk to them and break it down and stuff because I really don't like to like trauma bond. That's very dangerous, especially on the internet. And to talk about my face, like dude, like regardless of what anybody say, I feel like, and most people actually feel like I'm more handsome than the average, and I definitely know I look way better than him on any given Sunday. That's the same guy that bragged about going to prison and doing crystal meth and just getting bent over all type of ways and stuff. So, I mean, but that's his business. But hey, you want to come out here and lie about me? Don't tell no lies about me, and I won't have to tell no truths about you. I pray for him. I wish him the best. He's a fraudster. It's Christmas time, so he's just trying to, figure out how to get in the algorithm and get some money for Christmas to take care of his hungry family.
But were you ever friend? Like, what was your relationship? Because he seemed to have had like beef with Armand before, and he was basically was trying to explain your whole story, but because he was so clearly biased, I really wanted to talk to you because I'm just like, I cannot take what this man is saying seriously.
Yeah, that makes total sense. My relationship with him at first, like when we met, first of all, King Jives and Darius already told me that he was saying some slick stuff, and I'd be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt because I'm like, okay, well, you're not man enough to say exactly what you said, then it's water under the bridge, because if you really meant what you said, you would say it to my face. I'm that type of person. So for anybody to say that I'm talking behind somebody's back, that's just totally not in my character. Nobody in my real life will tell you that. I don't have time to focus on people, right? He's very much of a gossip queen, and he likes to talk and he likes to spin narratives. When I confronted him at the courthouse about, yo, what's going on with King Jive, he just pretty much tried to essentially force me to take his perspective of things opposed to mine. And that's the overall conflict that we had leading all the way up until modern time. Anytime we would talk, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing it." He would talk to me like he was my best friend, and like hypothetically speaking, if we had a conversation about, "Oh yeah, I'm on the beach, I'm chilling." "Oh yeah, cool, great," and it would always resolve around like, in my mind, I would be like, "How dare you talk to me like you're my friend?" And how that would manifest in the conversation is, you was wrong in this situation. Why don't you take accountability? And he would just get mad and try to get aggressive. And I'm just like, I really don't want to fuck with this dude. But now that I've kind of associated myself with this dude, advocated for this dude, I feel like he would then use his platform to spin a block on me for clicks and views, because he always wanted to be me. Him and I got into a conflict because like he was asking me to make an intro for his channel. And I was like, okay, well, this is a fellow YouTuber or content creator. I'm like, okay, let's do a bargain to where if you want me to make an intro to your channel, because I have the best intro in the black tea sector, you want me to make an intro to your channel.
Hello,
Then
Donut friend and Donut fan. Yes, I do shake my head. It will continue. I've been doing it for a year. Okay. Please continue, Donut.
So I was like, if I was like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, you want me to make you an intro, then you do something else for me, and we don't have to even talk about money. That's a bargain. That's how rich people bargain and stuff like that. Because I have class and he don't have no class. I guess he couldn't comprehend on that, and he made it about his disdainment for Whack 100, opposed to like sharing some stuff and wanted to go viral. And I shared with him what happened with Whack 100, and he then later shared it on his Instagram with another source. And I'm like, oh, niggas is acting shady, because a lot of times when I went viral, especially earlier, people would steal my content and they wouldn't give me credit. And he did not share my source content. He shared another version of it and tried to, and I got the receipts in my phone. And I don't want to go back and forth with no sweaty punk. So I'm not going to go. I'm just telling my story and that's it, right? Because he did all of that. I still ain't finna go in on him like that, because I ain't fake like that. If I had all of that to say about him, I would have said it to his face. The fact that he came online going at Armand and then said it in his face, and the fact that he came online and going off on me, and you've been holding this animosity the whole time, like, I don't even have time for him. He's just a clout chasing punk. That's how I see him, So, he blew it. I don't even share Whack 100 because I don't like him. Nigga, I know you shared the nigga. I took a screenshot of it. That's why I said what I said. And he made that small issue to be something so big. And I'm like, if you're going to
give me 1 second, Donut, or sing it for me. Thank you, Keeper. Make it rain if you love your owl. Hello, beautiful Madgie. Hello, Keeper. Thank you so much.
And make sure y'all hit my cash out too, because I think that's somebody that's trying to send you money to make me mad. Madgie is Madgie, and she's gonna do her.
Cool, but
hit my cash out too, shit, because I'm giving her this good content as well.
Exactly.
Let's be clear, not my channel, but my cash at Kemper and whoever else. Anyways, so it's like he made this small issue into something, and I'm like, dude, it's petty, just apologize. So since then we was at the Diddy trial, and I'm like, it's things that make me distrust people, and I'm just like, and then when they're in my face, I'm like, let's go along and get along just to whatever. And then that's my MO, especially online. You associate yourself with someone online or in person, then the split is now everybody's like, you was the Knot's friend. Why are you doing this? And it gets them extra attention that you have to be careful of. And I think that's a lot of people problem. A lot of bigger content creators have actually been through things like that before, right? And so I'm just being cool with him. I wasn't being fake with him. That's the difference between being fake and being cool. So I was cool with him, I would say. And I just seen the play right before my face. It's funny how he was texting me, telling me Nick at Night. He was insinuating that Nick at Night was jealous of me because she just randomly dropped her off of the platform that night that we all was up there. And he said that if the Knot could focus, he would be like the greatest YouTuber of all time or something to that regard. And Nick at Night dropped him because she's a hater and she don't want to listen to any of them. And I was like, what? And I
He
paid
said
attention.
that?
Well, that's what happened. And then I texted him. I was like, she dropped you. And if you go to the video or she deleted it, I have it downloaded. You will see exactly where that happened. And people like, somebody's trying to get his black man his flowers. And later on, Nick at Nightquill then decides to flip it and make it about falsely accuse a black man of attacking her or wanting to put a restraining order, falsely accusing a black man who's been playing gunshots for 2.5 years on his show, who's been playing music, who's been popping his stuff, just falsely accused me of a crime, of a civil tort, and put this narrative like she wanted to put a restraining order. And so that created this boom and people seeing how much attention she was getting from it, how many people was coming to the chat and hating on Denied, how many people in Replay Gang hated on me, liking. It's like this has to be a troll form essentially, or if it's not, then all these people, no matter I'm like, okay, how do I redirect your focus and your attention? Because I can't control what you say and think. Because if somebody establish like a trust factor with the content creator who's been here longer and everybody want to pile on narratives like Denot's a stalker, Denot's this, and then it's just like a pile on, like a gang stalking pile on. People are receptive to believing this pile on. And I'm just like, how do I do something about this? And today it just came to me like a light bulb. But Gerald, I just say, like, if you had you could have been said all of that. Obviously you've been holding on to that. I didn't listen. The only thing that I did was I put your video in and I asked for every single community violation that you violated in that video, and I did report you. Otherwise, and in looking at what to report you on was the gist of what I should have, paid attention to. Saying that I'm ugly, well, to each his own. I know I look better than you and can get anything better than you on any given fucking day. I don't have to get a haircut for 3 months and I can still pull something better than you. You're ugly. You're ugly.
Question for you. Did you contact him?
Did I contact him? I don't know exactly how our phone numbers exchanged, but like, what is he saying about that?
He's saying that because I think there is a story about you being in the bathroom with Armand Wiggins, and that's when the mysterious something happened, and he said that you call him to tell him that you did threaten Armand Wiggins. That's his story.
That's a lie.
You trust him so much, and I was like,
no. If anything, and that's the thing about sensationalizing and like collaborating with other like content creators and so forth. Like, you're now snitching, and that's not even necessarily the truth. To the extent that I've ever said that I was going to lay hands on Armand, no matter how that came out, my whole point of view was, let's go to a boxing match. I even have on my Canva timestamp thumbnails of me and Armand with boxing gloves on it from over 2 years ago. So that's always been my stance. Like, even after this alleged threat in the bathroom, Armand Wiggins and Ariel Mitchell Kidd, the licensed attorney who covered Courtney Burgess in the Diddy trial and the attorney for a lot of victims in the Diddy cases, she wrote a declaration that confirmed that Armand Wiggins was pretty much following me in the courthouse and essentially harassing me, trying to get my attention. So many people didn't pay attention to that video. And that was Friday. Yeah. That was Friday, like 3 days after this alleged bathroom incident. And then the following Monday, which was his last day at the trial, when I was filming this artist who painted Mob Radio, and he essentially came right next to me, got arm's length, trying to steal content from me. And so if you're scared that somebody threatened you in the bathroom, even if there was a threat issue, like what are you talking, Gerald? The big stank and sweaty punk that came to clout chase, and the only person that was online on my live streams and your live streams talking about the next time you see him, what you're gonna do to him, and then how you should have came to the trial to do something. So you're literally a reverse psychologist. People have publicly heard you say that you're going to fight Armand the next time in the next court case that you see him. You've told that to me several times over the phone. Never once did I confirm or anything. And if I did, it's really about a boxing match. Like, I don't know how it came out. Like, I need that or whatever. That it's a boxing match. I'm not this uncivilized person. The problem is Armand got me in this narrative saying that I'm a stalker, and they're repeating that pattern and on with so many different things, and people just are running with this dehumanization characteristics. And so that's what it is. And it's not true. Like, if Mr. Armand wants to fight, we can go into a boxing ring. Otherwise,
They're
I'm
gonna
at the
say
court.
that you're threatening him if you say that.
Well, there's two motion. No, to go to the boxing ring, that's not a threat.
For them, yes, because right now, what's her name? Nick at Night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all good. You feel like I'm not here to judge another woman on what makes her feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see clearly that seems to have a narrative, because now I'm seeing everyone going with the same narrative, like literally copy paste. I can see the play, and I don't like it.
Right.
Especially for X on the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is stupid.
Well, she's slow. Honestly, I think she's slow. I think she has her own issues that she need to work out, and I think that she's easy to convince. She's a peon, and she just took orders, and it kind of backfired on her, which is why she deleted those videos. That's what I have to say about her. If I ever see her again, there's no beef, there's no smoke. Just don't say nothing to me. Don't look at me. Don't be in my way. I don't like. Get away from me. You don't exist to me. See, that's the thing about me. I know how to really cut somebody off and make them not exist to me at all. Completely at all. I just know how to make them not exist to me.
Why need to go physical when they can just disappear? And you know what I mean? And when
exactly.
I disappear, I don't mean in any threatening way, because I can tell people be sensitive here sometimes. And I'm just like, listen, except if, like, I'm not judging and I'm not saying anything, but like, I'm sorry. It just seems like a strange coincidence that now every single one of them are going after you, doing live after live after live. And I don't like the Gerald acting as if he's your friend. And I'm just like, if Donut was your friend, why are you talking about him like that? It doesn't make sense. Like, did you have any type of interaction with Armand Wiggins in a bathroom?
So no. Based upon what I seen, one second, I'm trying to invite other people onto the share screen. No, why can't I share the video? Anyways, no, I'm in the bathroom. I think Megan, they had played Cobra, or they had played His, and Dad mixed with T.I. and stuff. It's like I was just rapping, humming, excited. I don't even know exactly. And I was already in the bathroom. I urinated, and by the time I was washing my hands and finna dry, Armand entered the bathroom and incorporates his narrative that as soon as he got to the court, he had to go into the bathroom to change, which means that he wasn't inside the courtroom before he went into the bathroom. He went into the bathroom before he went into the courtroom. So I had no reasonable opportunity to know he was even at the case. He was even there. Like, as far as him and his presence, I had an opportunity that said that he was coming in. I don't know, but he wasn't presently in the courtroom. And so the first time and the first thing that we see in the courtroom is him saying that I threatened him. And back to you saying a challenge to a boxing match, a threat. How do you think Jake Paul gets to box Mike Tyson? How do you think Logan Paul gets to box Floyd Mayweather? How do you think the Ace family? How do you think so many different rappers and social media personalities, even the kick streamers that are in their early 20s, these guys actually get into the ring and box each other, and it's a show. You can make money off of it. So me saying that I'm going to beat him up is essentially an extension of a challenge to a boxing match, and that is essentially proven based upon the fact that no physical contact ever took place, and the last thing that he ever did was stand within arm's length next to me trying to steal my content outside the federal court on Monday. So these are things that are working against him. And then on top of that, I've already downloaded the video that he created painting me out to be a cyber stalker. He specifically told people that he assaulted me in all but his action, his body language, and his hand movement. And in the state of California, you don't have to touch anybody in order to assault them. And so he has absolutely no case. He has two motions to address. And I just feel like other people that pride themselves on, Shanquilla Robinson cases and stuff, they want to figure out a way to try to eliminate me as a competitor, which is against my First Amendment right. And that's what the anti-slap motion is about.
Because it looks like, I don't know, in my eyes, it looks like it's really convenient that they're all looking into the same story.
Mm-hmm. Well, you never know exactly what that means. All I know is that, I can only be strong. And I want people to understand something. A part of being strong is letting go. Okay. Mm-hmm. Your pineal gland is, you opening your chakras and coming from a place of knowingness. And the more people, places, and things that you create emotional attachments to, interpersonal attachment to, it begins to crystallify, because this is your ideology of what it means for your reality. And when you have so many people attached to you that are not of the same energy, of the same essence of you, it can calcify your pineal gland. And so when we cry, what makes us feel better is the fact that we're essentially decalcifying our pineal gland and actually undermining some type of current reality that was once affecting your spiritual growth and development. So what that looks like is, if me and you are friends, I have to consider you, and everybody can't go in the same places. Rather, that's for the benefit of me or you. Some people are like leaves and stuff. You cut them off, you got to move forward. And so when you have this ideology and this perception of what it means to be friends with somebody on YouTube or whatever, your pineal gland begins to become a box, and it calcifies. And this is your perception. And not only is this your perception, this is the perception people have upon you. So when people put out the perception that you're so close and intimately tied to your journey, like I'm this person's friend or whatever, they begin to do things to harm you and to hurt you. So I've always told people that we're on a solo journey back to God. So I can never really hurt if I lose a supporter or a content creator relationship, because it just essentially tells me that no matter how it manifested, our nervous system is the tree of life, and there's leaves that come and go for the season. There's branches, big, small. Sometimes they're gonna, break off. But what is your foundation? What is the root of who you are? And that root essence of who I am will never be shaken and broken. And these other content creators and stuff typically are leaves. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You and I haven't collaborated in months. So it's just like, maybe, you was the leaf that had a little nub that fell off and had a little nub to grow back on. But that's not to say that that's a bad thing. These intrinsic relationships and stuff is not supposed to be this way, or not supposed to be had or did. And for some reason, they want to paint this perception to the public that this is the epoch of who you are, the epoch of who you are in the manifestation of your dreams and your desire based upon whatever calcification that I was experiencing at that time. And you feel like Denat got all these new supporters from Megan Thee Stallion, and he covered the case. Let me target him because that was the last thing out here. And so, because that was the last piece of information, and after the Diddy trial and all of these events, so comes the drama. And so this is just a recall of the drama stemming off from that trial, which was the last credible thing. And now other things are happening and so forth. So I'm not taking any of that person. I'm not listening to it. I'm just putting your video, your transcripts, and ChatGPT and reporting the fuck out of you. That's the only thing that I'm doing.
So, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, he didn't like Armand. He had a like. What's his relationship with Armand? Why do you think now he's like r- trying to, I don't know, suck up to Armand? What's the point?
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Now that in itself is stalker behavior. Say I got into all of these conflicts with Armand, and then I go live and I'm like, even a picture of Armand having cocaine up his nose is from his website, Gerald's website. So you published that. The first impression that I had came from Gerald, and Gerald got videos of all of that stuff. And so his issue with Armand has nothing to do with me at all. And I just feel like he's a clout chaser, is what it is. You're Gerald. If anybody needs a restraining order against them based on their behavior and activity, it's Gerald. You're the one who tried to attack Armand in Central Park, publicly known. You don't have an element of assault or anything. You went there knowingly with Sylvia to cause drama. You went there towards the end of the case. You're the one who got online despite, and I was like agreeing with him about Armand's characteristics, but you're the one who publicly stated on my platform, your platform, that you were going to whoop him the next time you see him. You told me in private that you was going to go to these courthouses and do all this stuff. That's your story. I spent money and was there before Armand even fixed his mouth to think about coming. See, that's the biggest difference between me and you. You only wanted to come to that court case after you knew that me and Armand was there. Girl, Miss Thing, you are the cloud chaser. You are the stalker. You are the one who threatened him. You are the one who's now trying to deride him to get close to him to what? Carry out your threats? Or what? You supposed to be a gangster? What you say? You blood and Pyru, and you said that you bought it. So if you threaten to beat this man up at the next courthouse that you see him at, why are you there going at somebody who really ain't even said nothing bad about you? And the benefit of me not saying nothing bad about you is make you look like a fool and like you're the fake one. Because if I had something fucked up to say about you, bitch, I would have said it to you. The same way I checked your Nick at Night Queer platform and told you don't run me and you don't tell me what to do. Okay, I'm not with none of that. Yo rage bait and your issue don't say nothing but the fact that you're a punk. That's it.
So, what was his issue with Armand, and why I like? I just don't understand how he can be almost fighting Armand and being, because when I look at his old video, he doesn't seem to like Armand.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he Why is he like? Do you think Armand reached out to him? Like, it was so random. That video was
Well,
really random to me.
it was very obvious, and someone commented said the only thing that they exposed or did not expose by way of not really addressing them and addressing all of that hate how I did before in the past was the fact that it exposed how so many different content creators can come and brainwash the public into believing something about another creator and for what. So I think they all exposed themselves, and they've exposed themselves. They all calculated that Donat is going to come here and crash out and do all these things, and we're going to be able to report him and get him off of YouTube. And that Donat is just going to come here and he's going to be reactive, and we can pick at him because it's the holiday time, and we can victimize him and scapegoat him because it's really their own insecurities. Your financial insecurities is telling you your financial insecurities, your lack of attention, your lack of clout, your lack of something is telling you to fuck with Donat so that you can feel fulfilled by way of whatever you're lacking. That's a psyop at this point in
Because
time.
this man was acting as if you said something so terrible. He played your video of you talking about Nick and Knight and doing the sound effect of the gunshot. And this is
Mhm.
that man was saying to people that he was going to fight them.
Said that I was going to fight them.
No, but like that man is saying to, like, he was someone that is cool enough to say that he's gonna fight people, but he's traumatized by a sound effect of a gunshot.
Right, exactly. That it doesn't make any sense. It gives narrative, and I feel very bad for the people that really believes it. Like, I mean, there's an audience of people who are like, oh, this is entertainment. We don't believe it. I don't want to see how they're not gonna clap back. And then there's this audience that says, "Oh, we believe it. Denied is demon." It's like, now y'all got to pay for them hate crimes. Y'all got to pay for them hate crimes. You're getting reported. Like at this point in time, I'm not clapping back. I'm not doing none of that. You're getting fucking reported. We've been reporting you. We will continue to report you. And I want to show you how to report people that's playing with you too, Madgie. Is clear,
I don't
straightforward.
report people.
I'm going to
Like,
report. I am going to report at this point in time. It's people with videos 2 years old lying on me and everything that's leading a narrative about me. And it's not cool. It really isn't. I'm going to brag about reporting people. That's just what it is, because I don't feel like I need to get in no relationship with nobody. And then the end result is that they try to use me for content. So if I report people and people know if they come back online and play stupid games with me, I don't have nothing to fear. So I don't need to be nice to you if I see you in person. I don't need to acknowledge you. You don't exist to me. So forth. Do your job and I'm gonna do my job. Move on, move around. That's what it is. And everybody at the Little Dirt trial is gonna know that Armand Wiggins and Nick at Night threatening to put paperwork on me, and you know, I'm gonna make sure Whack 100 posted and everything. Mm-hmm. So you want to
but was
play?
he that? Do you think he was that jealous about you being in the trial and being cool with Ariel Mitchell? Because you can tell by when you were having a conversation with her that she
Mhm.
was really bamboozled by that accusation. You
And
can
that
tell she
tells
was
you.
just like, this
Mhm.
man was following us and we were not paying him thus. But now he is the one saying that you're the stalker. Like, there's something that doesn't work. You think he was like that deep of a jealousy?
Yeah, that's what it's giving, honestly. Other than that, I don't know what else it could be. I mean, you was 3,000 feet up in the air and on your flight safe. In the last moment that you had with me, around me, matter of fact, was not only you trying to steal my exclusive from the Milagro painting, gifted painting, but after Megan walked to her car, you and Megan Kuna was standing right there. And once I was done with my camera footage, I walked away from you. That's the last thing that you have seen about me. Nobody was stun you. Nobody would stun you so bad to the point to where even though I would come to the internet and voice what was happening, nobody in that court who didn't watch my channel did not know nothing was going on. It was on the internet. You want to play with me? You want to trap me in a narrative on the internet? You want to follow me around? Try to open doors with me? Try to talk to me? Try to be in my conversations? Nigga, you know what you did wrong. You know that if I tell you this stuff right here in front of, I don't owe you no public conversation. I don't owe you no private conversation. Anything that I said to you online since the Megan Thee Stallion trial was things that was already said to him in person, just in different ways. I would say probably a bit nicer. Nigga, you're not gonna play with me. That goes for anybody. That goes for anybody. So we doing what we got to do over here.
I feel like when I look at him, I feel like there is a lot of insecurity about the whole trial. I think he really, like, he was in such a high with the Didi trial, being recognized by everyone. He did like a really good job. I think he
Right.
felt he dropped the ball on the Milagro versus Megan Thee Stallion, and instead of doing better, he's like putting it on you, and I think it's weird.
Yeah, it's called scapegoating. He feels insignificant about his coverage. I got text messages right now from journalists that worked at stations that said, "Dang, we really wish we got a statement from you instead of Armand." I can send it to you right now. Matter of fact, I will. Journalists, I'm the one talking to Megan. The news people are looking at me. I'm the one. They're looking on my Instagram. They're pulling from my Instagram. Megan don't want to talk to him. The only thing he got is sensationalization and staying culture. That's all he got, and it's the majority. But what is the significance? What's the substance? What at the end of the day, besides getting all the clicks and views and all the money, can you actually sustain yourself with? Like, he doesn't have a Cardi B throwing a pin at him, which is relevant today, which people are still sharing. He don't have any of those moments. Even his Diddy moment, that's what it was. He always talking about somebody wants a moment. You have a moment. You had a moment. You had a moment at the Diddy trial. I don't know what it would have looked like for you in your content prior to the baby oil. But guess what? We can't change history or the facts. You pour baby oil on your body. So the moment that you had was ruined, is squandered. Fox soul, other things that you got going, that's you. Don't be like, so all of this, he's jealous and think that my success is like, nigga, you work hard to do things to silence and suppress competition, such as going to line saying and getting white people to misconstrue rap lyrics and just mumbo jumbo to be about you. Nobody was even focused on you. I wasn't even talking to you. And that's why, and again, if he claimed that it was a threat, like, why didn't you tell the judge? The judge, you got a federal judge asking, what is going on?
He said that during the trial you were talking about him every day. I watched you during the trial, and I don't really remember you talking about him. Maybe I missed something. Like
Mm-hmm.
I heard you talk about him when he did the TRO. That's the only time I heard
Mm-hmm.
about the story. That's when I got interested in the story.
Mm-hmm.
But like he keeps on saying that you made the trial about him. I don't
No,
have that
that's
memory, so
yeah,
yeah.
that's what he wants the public to believe, because if he says that I made the trial about him, it somehow undercuts all of the exclusive footage that I got of Megan, all of the legal knowledge, the 90 pages of notes that I copied in. That's so he wants to figure out a way how to usurp that. And so what he does is he antagonizes people. And so there's three components of me operating during the trial. One of them is I'm covering the trial notes. Another one is I'm addressing the online banter. And another one is I'm getting exclusive content from Megan. Those are three things that I'm doing. Like, you're not moving as quick as me. You're not getting the same type of content as me. So though you got a bigger audience, and if you think about it, nobody really did exceptional numbers for the Megan Thee Stallion trial. He would have done the same numbers if he would have stayed home and talked about the trial or something else. Nobody went super viral like the Diddy. And me, my whole reasoning was like, I might as well go down here and have a little staycation, enjoy Miami, visit some friends throughout Florida, be with my family on Thanksgiving. I might as well, at least I'll still be making some money and be able to create content in Miami while I'm enjoying myself. His whole purpose was to go there, follow behind me. He even threatened me before he
Because
went
you
down.
say that you nobody went viral, but you were going viral. And
Right.
I
So
think that's what put up the battery in his ass to go.
exactly. Like, like what I mean, he gets on his YouTube, he does his numbers and he has his YouTube community and stuff, but it's like I'm going natural organically. I'm creating evergreen content. I'm getting the best angles. People are talking about Megan Thee Stallion's outfits because of my content and how much love and positivity I poured into her. So absent all of that, Megan is still relevant. Megan is still gonna have a fan base. She's still having people watching her and looking at her. That's more so like evergreen. What you did and what you said is just from day to day, and it can be like that, but he has nothing to sustain himself based off of that. I do. And people don't fully understand that simply because they don't understand how to create content.
Like I feel he had no maybe he had the intention, but I feel like he really got stressed because you kept on going viral. Because he didn't go viral one time, two times. Like you were going viral. So I think
Yeah, I
he
mean,
maybe
here's the
surprised
thing.
him.
I will say this: like he has his supporters, and I can pull inspiration from that. He has his supporters and people on on Twitter that knows him and they share his content. I've had a Twitter account and I never used it, and because he decided to attack me, it's like, okay, cool. Now I have to defend myself, and it created a polarity for me to get attention for the first time, like I never did on Twitch. On YouTube, it wasn't. It was but on Twitch, like he played with me. You played with me, Coffee City. Everybody on YouTube knew who you was talking to and talking about, and that's my home base. So you got over 500,000 impressions saying I'm stalking you, harassing you to continue to perpetuate the same narrative that you created in 2023. I have the opportunity to respond. And so it created an avenue. And I was like, bitch, I'm going to ride you in this Twitch this X algorithm as much as possible, simply because that's what I do when people play with me. You're not gonna have this big platform and get 100,000 views on the video just dragging me, dogging me, hating me, and think that I'm supposed to be okay with doing one video with 10,000. No, I need to do 10 more. You know?
No, because I can see like everyone is picking up on it and doing mad content on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but you're just all repeating the same thing. And
And they don't
like,
have no personal knowledge of nothing that they're talking about. Like literally,
like they're
literally,
just
one of them.
repeating the thing. And I'm like, what did you expect by showing me Gerald, a man that claims to be Donat's friend, but is literally just bashing him? That doesn't look like a friend.
Like I don't like. I mean, I can tell a joke here or there, but it's like I'm not even mad. Like it's just like you should be upset with yourself to just get out there and. If you really think about it, he was crashing out because a crash out is just like fuck it. Like you said, it's like fuck it. You ain't never had none of that to say to me. None of that. It just came out of nowhere. So I'm like, I'm not even motivated to watch. It's just like I'm like, goodbye. Like that's how I see it. It's like I would never play in somebody's face, like have so much shit to say about them, and then like they just. It's like even with Nick at NyQuil, it's like the only thing I can do is just roast you now, because I don't have nothing malicious to say to you, or nothing that I haven't already said or cannot say to your face.
But she's a
I don't
woman and
operate
you're a
like that.
man. So this is also
Yeah,
using, you know, when people talk about misogyny, but
yeah.
then misogyny can also be used against men.
Mhm.
Like when a woman starts saying,
It's
I'm
called
putting
a
a star
misandrist.
on a man, it's
Yes,
different.
yes.
And
Nick at
let's
Night
be
is a
clear,
misandrist.
I'm not saying that, like, if you feel in danger, you should. But when it seems like part of a conspiration, that's my problem.
Yeah, she's definitely a misandrist. She's always demonizing men and wonder why she can't keep a man. I don't know what's her personal problems or issues, but to take my creativity, because she was talking about a roast that I did. She was talking about music played, gunshots, and the X over her face, something that I've watched, rinse, repeat, done in hundreds of broadcasts on YouTube and across social media. She was just reaching. I just felt she's a peon. She's slow. She's like a puss noodle bump head, slow. Like it.
But
I
she's a
feel like.
woman.
I mean, she's a woman, but I feel like she's slow, or she's good at playing the slow card online and able to grift off of that, and then also off the back of being a woman. And so when
For me,
she,
like, I'm like, as a woman, we
Mhm,
know as women, we are more easily seen as victim. You
mhm,
can make men fight among each other by crying, you know?
mhm,
But that's why I'm like, you should be really careful before you accuse a man of something. And I'm
mhm.
like, I wish it was more than just a X or gunshot, like sound effect. I'm like, what are you doing? What is going on? What's the point? Like, I just see so many imbalance of power and it annoys me.
Well, that's the thing. They're low vibrational. That's what they want. They want power, control, and influence over other people when they don't have none over themselves. Power is below the heart chakra, so they're stuck at a low vibration, and they full like on the spiritual level, they fully understand that their vibration and where they're stuck at is not natural to me. It's not natural for me to come out here with all of this cussing, all of this crashing out. It's just essentially emulating what I know that level of audience and people that are interested in certain content want, and I'm giving them that. And they don't fully understand that that's a part of my artistic expression. I don't have to do those things. And so when I go to that level, they know that I'm better than that, and they know that they look at me almost like I'm a perpetrator or an invader upon their level. Like it's almost like being white and going to Africa and niggas looking at you like, what the fuck? So they treat me like a white person. Yes, they treat me like a white person.
They
That's
do
what it is.
not. They treat you like a threat.
They
Okay.
treat me like a white person.
Oh
The
my
bitch.
God.
Now I got me a new. Yes, that's true, and I got me a new joke too. They treat me like a cracker. I can't wait till my MAGA friends get on here, and I'm gonna tell them that y'all treat me like a cracker. They do. They treat
You're
me like a
my
white person.
friend. Oh my God. I am not American. I'm
They treat
Canadian.
me like a white person. They do me right. Yo,
Like,
like
I
I
just
swear to
feel
God,
they treat you like someone that they don't want to see progress, and
like a
they're
white person, like an invader, like I'm too
like,
privileged.
yes, yes, like you scare them. That's all I can say. Don't know if it's privilege. I don't know if they can feel the raw power, like the originality that you have, and
Hmm.
that they know that their audience would love you, so they need to make their audience hate you before the
Yep.
audience can know you.
And now that I didn't crack the code to where they can't talk about me and they done spent so much time talking about me, what's going to happen in this instance is the audience is now going to be free to choose. And that's the biggest threat. I'm reporting them. They breathe and talk that you're getting reports. And when we respond and clap back to you is because we're reporting you. We're looking at what you're saying and reporting you. That's it. Okay? Other than that, it's just like what else? Like and then there's the content creators that are, and then there's also the people that are stuck there. These are the people that won't support nobody until they're at their beck and call and on their knees and begging, no matter how good you are or how bad you are. These are not people that are like, chill with hedge funds, investors, and they really treat you like you white too.
No, I'm from 80, and
But they treat you like
whatever.
you white. You want to drop the link before we get it? I want to hear from some other people. I want to see them come up here and attack me and treat me like I'm a white person.
You're sure about that?
Uh-huh. But we can continue the conversation.
Okay, because I'm like, for me, it's about jealousy. It's about
But if
a
it gets crazy,
coordinated
if it
attack.
if it gets too crazy, we're gonna do the 1 minute clock, not 2 minutes, but 1 minute. Deal?
Yeah, it's your show right now. I'm just having fun. I'm absolutely getting the timer if someone comes up. I saw Queen Tulsa and the chat at one point. Maybe she left.
Um.
I don't know her life. And I don't
Wait,
know
you
why she keeps on appearing anytime you appear on my
I'm
channel.
saying King Tucker got reported. I reported the hell out of King Tucker.
Why?
It's just I don't want, like, that's my response. That is like, why else are you talking about me? You ain't got number 30 views. And you want you want 30 views. You talked about me for 10 hours with 30 views. And I ain't made 2 cents.
Listen. I'm kicking it. I'm trying not to say the forbidden name.
Ooh.
That's me, the demon. But yeah,
Who?
no.
Oh,
That
that one. Oh, she got reported like a mother. We already did. Did you see it? Did you see it? And listen, and them reports be on point.
you want to report her? Why?
It's just like, that one is like, I'm like, okay, you do it for cut, and I'm gonna just ignore you. But you saying the same shit that you've been saying since 2023, 2025. It's time for you to go. It's
She
time for you to go.
does repeat herself a lot.
It's like, who cares? It's like, I haven't even responded, made no. It's just like,
You know she's talking about the blue jacket. Like you know
why you
she's
think
not
I
talking
keep
about the
wearing
blue
it?
jacket. Like she's always saying the same fucking shit. Like today I was listening because she talked for 6 hours.
And that's what it is. That's what it is, Magic. Is repeating the same stuff, adding on padding to every instance and every scapegoating tactic. And now there's this big thing. And so they're repeating all of that, adding and packaging and packing all of this stuff onto me for years. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all doing too much. It's time for y'all to go, bitch.
But it's like you're my
My
scapegoat.
reply to you,
Mhm.
my reply to you is, you make a video, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna pull up them transcripts. Whether you got them or whether I need to pull them up through a third party. And we're going to break down and see what you done said about me. We're going to respond to that real quick. We're going to report you and we're going to move on. We ain't got to hear striking people and shit because they got to do enforcing people's audience to go and listen to you to hear what you saying about their favorite content creator. That's a grift.
Do you know that she has to reveal herself in 3 days?
Yes, I do.
But what do you think she's gonna do? What do you think she's gonna do?
I don't know, but guess 3 days is on Tuesday, right?
No, it's Monday.
Oh, and you know on Tuesday I go to court with YouTube.
You going on trial?
Yep, they have to show up. They have to appear. That's in the court order. They know that they cover true crime. They cover true. Where's the documents? Where's the case information? Where's all of that? Like, you know, so
I'm going to trial with Lady Letitia in January.
In January?
Yes, we're going to trial. She is so fucked. For real, just like fuck all of y'all. But now her two obsession is you. Like I would say the two biggest subject I hear a lot is you and Val.
Yeah.
And Kimmy told me, and I was listening to Kimmy and everything, talking about Val.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, she was lying for a lot of time.
Yeah, I even exposed it. Even her website of, you know, showing what was going on with her. I even exposed it. I showed it. I played it in. I guess because who does what at whatever time and whatever narrative that's going on, that's what it is. But that lady's older and that's already been exposed. She shouldn't be surprised that her BS is coming up. She can go and get off a line.
But why are they acting as if it's all brand new information?
Because that's what they do when they're ready to scapegoat you.
Because I'm like, did Val ask for money?
Val has been in a lot of stuff. She's definitely not innocent. Yes, she's a troublemaker. She's a trouble. She went to prison and got a certificate that say evangelist from a school where pedophiles roam.
Oh my God. Because I'm like, I don't understand why they're acting as if it's brand new information. And Danny's acting as if Val fooled her. And I'm like, you should have done research, easily debunkable research.
She don't know anything about that.
But they're really acting as if it's brand new information.
That's what they do.
Possibly brand new information.
That's what they do. And that's what they call content is wintertime. What else are they gonna do? You're gonna get up off of my name because you're getting reported, motherfucker. Okay?
No, she's not done with your name, and she's not done with Val's name. But Val Val is scared of Danny.
But you know, Val is the same person who cheered that troll on to go after me and to harass me. Val was there from the start, and like I said, the only thing that Val has been a part of it. She even made a video about me. Oh, praise God. Oh, I'm going to send all my money and whatever she going to do to you, let her do it in the name of Jesus. Oh, praise God. Tonight, I got out of my bed. I'm waiting for you. Don't have me waiting all alone now. And don't come in here with that blue jacket because I know I smell it.
What? And is that when you denounce her? Like showed everything about her?
Yeah, you ain't finna play with me.
And Danny's acting as if it's brand new information?
Yes, indeed.
So Val was an Avenger.
Huh?
She was an Avenger.
Sending money and everything. Val was a member for about 2 years over there, and now she got so much to say about your moderator. But look what she doing. Matter of fact, when she first came and created that channel, don't say it, but that channel that she's on, and she had Shankula Robinson Daddy on the platform, Val was right there on the platform with her. The very first video.
No way! right.
That's why I was like, damn, Val got to know who this bitch is. You won her first video when she signed. She used to definitely she been hooked on funnies because she signed a lot better than she did back then. Mr. Bernard, we're just going to we child ask you just one quick question. Hold on. Like she typing or some shit. Like she was working at an office at them tech firms over in San Francisco. So, Mr. Bernard, you said, I'm like, damn, is this bitch the police? And Val was right there helping her, just helping her talk. She sounded so slow.
What? Why do you think she's throwing Val under the bus?
I don't know. I have no clue, but that's her fault. It ain't nobody feeling bad for her. She can dry her motherfucking eye because she been around here and everybody's shit, gossiping, spreading narratives on phone calls. They say she sent Pam's pumpkin pie and she took a bite out of it and got up out of here. So like Val is like nobody to be like, don't feel bad for her. She just need to log out like her son. And them said Eric, her husband, allegedly. I heard one video. I don't know how true it is, but if I'm not recalling, she her own self said something about Eric being a truck driver, stepping out on her, having a baby, don't want nothing to do with her. She had a whole website. It was a public website where she vlogged about her, her health issues and stuff. And every time Eric left and would come back, she would just flung and go to the hospital or something like just for extra attention. And then she said that she had bottles of pills and oh hallelujah and pulled them out on the bed, and one of her young sons had to come and get up all the pills so she wouldn't take them. She knew she wasn't gonna take them pills and unalive herself. She go to the hospital, get them pain pills, them everything. Her son, they say he steal them and take them. I don't know. So she got her own little mess going on. I just really want to stay away from that. So it's a whole little soap opera.
For me, it's not about defending her because I'm like, she's clearly a liar, and I wanted to know if she had asked for money. But it's the whole thing about, well, everyone knew she was lying. I'm just confused as to why are they acting as if it's brand new information, and then that Danny suddenly broke the case and she had no choice but to come with her discovery. And I'm like, didn't everybody already know?
Right.
Like, what's the point? I don't get it.
And you said who told you to go and watch the video of that sweaty punk?
82 when I was on his platform.
Mr. 82. Like, why is he like, haven't you noticed? I have not responded to him in a very long time. What's so crazy is he's so much in tune with his sexually driven harassment towards me to the point that where he's now comparing himself to my friend in real life. I'm like, oh hell no. Like, hell no, bitch. You really want people to feel like you had a shot or a moment at me or something. And I just like I
will say he does talk about the Puerto Rican 82. And I will say I am the one who brought you up. I am the one who brought you up.
But hold on, he
did tell me to go watch Gerald.
He took pride in it. He wanted you to. He did. And if I go back to the video, I can probably tell you the psychological games that he played to get you to even say that. He's the type of, big nasty bullfrog. You know what? The more I look at him, the younger he get. Don't he look like Benjamin Button, just aging backwards? The more I look at him, the younger he look.
It's like smooth.
It's giving Benjamin Button.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we talked about you and he wanted me to go and watch the Gerald. And I just don't know what was the point. Because one of the big thing was that Gerald was your friend. But just 5 minutes of listening to that man and I knew he ain't your friend.
No,
so
that was
what's the point? Like
not
that
at all.
Don't know you. You can tell he doesn't.
And he's disgusting. One day I was on the phone with him. He was smoking a blunt, talking about he was playing with itself, and I just act like I ignored it. No,
82 is here. Put context behind that, Madgie. What context do you want me to do? The Benjamin Button? Hi, 82. Why don't you come up? Like, sincerely, let's break the ice. Let's break it. Let's put the timer. You're okay with that, Donut? You are in the mood to spar, right?
I would prefer not to, but it's your channel.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to say no? Because I would
Yeah,
love
like
for
that.
both.
Yeah, but his set of harassment towards me is just so
I
sexually
just,
driven. It's
I just
disgusting.
feel you need
And
both
and
to
I feel
talk.
and I feel and I feel like if he gets any attention from me directly, like a conversation on a page, it will further perpetuate that narrative. And I already got enough narratives that need to be debunked, you know. And
Or
I
it
just
could make you finally understand one another.
I'm totally good on that. I don't want to understand. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to talk.
Oh, fine. I'm
Sorry.
done with
Yeah, it's because it's
reconciliation.
like what it is, Maggie, is like you got to realize that certain people have desires and you don't want to succumb to them. And no matter, even if you can play cool in this moment, you automatically know what is going to resolve it and what the end results is. And so I just prefer not to engage with that person. I don't respond to that person at all.
Mhm.
I totally feel like that person looks for avenues to backdoor me to justify why he needs to talk about me, talk about my partner, my friends, and everybody. Like I don't know what
When you
he's.
said backdoor, I was like, that is a bad word to use, right?
Oh yeah, crazy. So it's like back in the days, like maybe 2 years ago, I would give him the opportunity to
Mhm.
like. And this is where I was cool with Judge Evie because he knows me from
Mhm.
Judge Evie Shady Court. He knows.
What?
Yes, he stalked me through her, like, and it got to a point to where because I knew that he knew me through her, I would like when he'd be harassing me, making videos, and I'm like, this banter, this joking, it's not really this person. There's something off, and I at the time I couldn't put my finger on it, and so I would have to go to the same way I come to you and we collaborate. It's the same thing I did to Judge Shady Court. She still owed me $200 though. And every single time his harassment would get like so outrageous, I would go to her platform just to give her content and also just to kind of like hit reset. So as my way of indirectly saying, okay, nigga, you just doing too much for my attention. Let's hit reset. You go back to, all of these relationships for the most part has really been about me trying to like protect my integrity and getting rid of people who have nefarious agendas for me. That's it. I don't see it feasible to talk to this person and this person is never gonna stop being a malicious character towards me. So why even entertain this person?
I don't know. I think there may be, I don't know. I just feel sometimes that just a good conversation can help people, but I understand when it's gone too far. So he is saying, notice he said you don't want to succumb to someone's desire. You're stupid. Stop making it seem like something it was not. You need to get your head checked. So I
Okay.
think it really, you follow everything that I do. Now you want to talk politics? Okay, you're a joke.
Well, give me 1 second. And I just want to say that for the sake of all content creators. And I think he even said this verbatim when I was covering Mahogany Jackson, him, King Payne, Sean Davy Wade, and all of the black people that I'm trying to get away from decided to jump on that. When I jumped on and dominated the Diddy, had a 700,000 plus view video, and especially Naziah Harris, how I dominated that, and a lot of other content creators came behind me. He said something that actually resonated with me. He was like, just because you're the first person to talk about something does not mean that you're entitled to have a monopoly over that. Furthermore, politics are far vast and wide. You can't just claim a monopoly over politics. That means I can't talk about individuals, thousands of individuals who are involved in politics. I just feel like may the best man win, and whatever views you got, congratulations. Whatever I get, no matter how many or how little, congratulations to me. You don't have a monopoly over politics. Sorry.
When did you start talking about politics?
Well, the first time I started talking about politics on my main channel, when
Mm.
that was when Danny first started playing with my names. I was like, let me pivot to politics. I've already scattered out and talked about politics, mostly recently, especially like when I do toxic content. Was
He sent
like
it back.
1 second. So towards the end of the
Okay.
show, I don't want to engage with this person. So
You're
I'm just
sure?
gonna,
That would be so
yeah.
funny, though. Can you do
There's
it for 5 minutes for my birthday?
Okay, I'm telling all of my people that the way I feel like this is gonna go, this man just promoted his video and said he's going live in his chat. He's coming up here to say something to gaslight so that he can go live and have a moment because he already said he was supposed to go live. So whatever he say, I'm just gonna pray by the grace of God that I'm not reluctant to responding. Good luck to you and everything that you got going on, and I'm gonna do whatever I need to do. And our businesses are separate. I don't want to have a conversation with you. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to talk about the past. But this is Maggie's channel.
Can you drop him
Hi.
down while I talk? Because I don't want him to interrupt me.
No, because my platform is live, Maggie.
Exactly.
I'm not
So
gonna
what
do
I'm
it.
Then
gonna
I'm
do
just gonna
is
say
I'm
whatever
just
I
gonna
gotta
put
say.
I'm just gonna
So
put
no,
the
no, no. I don't
timer.
want no timer because it's gonna be really quick. Let me say this real
Okay,
quick.
then take the 3
I
minutes.
I love how you guys try to diminish my success and say that I'm nothing and I'm this and I'm that.
Mhm.
But let me tell you something. I'm the motherfucking blueprint when it comes to this shit. Let's not pretend like, oh, you thought of this great idea and now you want to move over to politics. No, 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 no. You seen the AT2, the motherfucking blueprint was killing it over there. That's why we're killing it over on my channel, damn it. This is why you wanted to transition into doing that. Just admit it. But also, too, I love how y'all always want to talk about a bot farm and I'm buying this and I'm buying that. Okay, if that's what you think, that's what you think. But also, let me say this too. You always try to make it seem like something it was not. Do you have any messages of me saying something to you sexually at all? No, you don't. You make that shit up every time. Oh, I don't want to succumb to anybody's desires. No, nigga, because you was feeling that way. That's why. I've never said anything to you like that, like, oh, baby, you don't have that proof because you want to know why? Because somebody grimy like you would have dropped that. You would have definitely put that out there, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. So let's go ahead and clear that shit up. But also, too, what I don't like is that this person tries to make it seem like, oh, I need to chase him or I'm doing this and that. No, bitch, I'm above you. Like, why would I need to chase you? What am I chasing? Are you stupid? Yes, you are. Let me go ahead and move on to the next thing. What your problem is that no one likes you. And let me clarify something. No one loves you. This is why you're having a hard time in life. Let's not even just talk about YouTube. In life, you're having a hard time. You're trying to find love in all the wrong places. And I'm sorry to tell you, but nobody wants to be around somebody who don't have it up here mentally. And I hope that you actually do get the help that you need. I hope you go seek a therapist. I know you say, I don't want to talk to the white man. Well, you always fucking the white man. You might as well talk to the white man. I don't
2
understand why you
minutes,
don't want to do
82.
that.
82,
So,
2 minutes. It's Donut's
okay,
turn.
I really got to go because I got to do my show. Thank you,
Fuck
Maggie,
you.
for
You
having
need
me.
to
But,
listen to him
Maggie,
for
put
2 minutes.
context behind what
Listen to
I
him for
said.
2 minutes
You brought
and
him
then
up,
tell me what
Maggie.
context. Shit. Donut, your turn.
Um, yeah, I think
Oh,
I've
what
been
a bitch.
Yeah, I've been covering politics for a long time. Especially towards the beginning of it when I did an ensemble show, the same ensemble show that I do, where I cover politics towards the end of a video. To the extent that I now want to do isolated political videos. I've always done politics, I've always done true crime. I've always had an ensemble amount of content. I'm diversified. Good luck with everything that you got going on. And that's all I have to say. Yeah, pretty
You
much.
are awesome. Like, sincerely, wow. You took it like a champ.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
Oh,
you're so
pause on
cool.
that. Pause on that though.
Like,
And
you
you
know
know the
what?
mic was not even muted, by the way. You know that, right?
Exactly. You stayed so calm. How dare they say that you are someone that cannot control yourself? Like, wow, I am so impressed. Like, wow. Thank you for doing that because I thought maybe it could have something positive, but clearly that was not what was going to happen. But sincerely, wow. Wow.
I mean, he said a whole bunch of crackish stuff scattered with a little truths here and there, but it's so much to where I don't even see it feasible to even address it. I'm not gonna get a cookie. I'm not gonna get a golden star. I'm not gonna get a new supporter. I'm not gonna get a cash app. I'm not gonna get a new fame. I'm not none of that. None of that. He feels like he's God and above, and people diminish his success. Brother, I want to tell you, and I want to be the first and the last one to tell you, we don't give a fuck. We don't. I mean, I guess he packed me up, y'all. I guess he packed me up, y'all. You know, he came up here yelling and screaming, you know, saying all this other stuff and worried about who I'm sleeping with and who I'm not. And okay, well, okay.
He did seem mad about the fact that you liked white men. But 82, you need to tell me what context you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I think he said all the context. He said everything that he wanted to say and had to say, you know. And we appreciate you. And despite, and that's how the devil works. He came up here act like we care about how many supporters, subscribers, came up here acting like we care about how many, like we don't. Like, look at you, sir. You look like Benjamin Button. You know, so yes, bless his heart. Like, see, y'all, listen, y'all be reminding me of my quotes and shit that I've been saying. Y'all be remembering, I fucks with y'all. Y'all be remembering what I be saying for a long time. Isn't that funny? I mean, bless his heart. That's all I want to say. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. I be forgetting about this. I be forgetting about this. Listen, if I would have remembered that, like that would have just been a ooh, bless his heart. Bless his heart, honey.
I'm really impressed. Like, I know you don't want flowers. I just am just expressing the fact that I was impressed. And it just shows again that what they're saying makes no fucking sense.
I mean, what they're saying is a perception based upon, and I will tell them, two things can be true at once. Like if I was to be like roasting, like if when you hear me with like no matter how serious I'm acting, if you hear me with like a very deep Southern accent, it just that I'm being low vibrational. It's even if I'm like being smart and reporting the news, if you like, you can understand and see like me just like going in and out of just, if I was on that level and scoop down to his level, like a little toddler, if I really wanted to be a little boy, then like he played himself because I already set the tone for before he came up here as a grown man. And he came up here like a little girl in school that's scared to give you the letter, I like you. Do you like me? Yes or no? Elementary. It's like, this is the same man who got to tiptoe around his uncle house. And whenever his uncle gone, he go to cooking and acting like it's his. And like me and you are not in the same situation. And these are based on things that you said. You're the one who said that success to you is from going from one corner of your room to the other corner of your room, sir. Like why are you sitting up there with a fucking slide kick camera thinking and wanting everybody to believe it's that same camera that you was dreaming of from Target that she did and left you hanging and ain't paid for? Like, this is the same man with the intellectual level to where he didn't know about a motherfucking AC cord and said he needed AC to cool down his camera. This is the same man. Listen, y'all, listen. And this is the mic drop. This is the same man who just got his driver's license pushing 40.
Oh, Lord.
Come on. Like, y'all want me to argue with him and y'all think I care about what he say? Literally. Like, this is the things going on in his real life. He celebrated. He put a receipt of him getting barely passing a driver's test. He's pushing 40. Like, why would I even engage with that?
Listen, I don't drive either. So props to you.
I mean, yeah, but props to him. But see, you're in Canada. I've been to Canada. It's especially in Toronto. It's metro. Toronto is like New York. You don't. A lot of people in New York don't drive. They don't need to. Don't have a driver's license. So that's very different when you're up and you got to borrow your auntie car and break the car seat and fuck up her engine to where she smash and curve out the road because how you done mess up her car. You know. Like, this is who y'all want me to beef with. And y'all want me to beef with the other dude that just sit up there and drink shroom tea all day. Looking like a straight cartoon character. Eyes be popping out. Veins in the neck. Weak chicken rubber neck.
It stops here. It stops here. It stops here.
It's like,
It stops here. It stops here.
son ain't nothing but a glorified king.
Tulsa is really interested in you because I swear to you, she never appears except when you're here. I never see Queen Tulsa.
But I was talking about Sean.
I don't know him at all.
You know, I like to have fun, and I like to have fun, and I don't like to try to like paint people in false light and tell people what. Like, that's, y'all got to go. Y'all got to get the fuck up out of here, man. Y'all getting reported, not only on YouTube. I got caught with YouTube on motherfucking Tuesday. I'm gonna put a declaration with all these reports and everything that y'all said in these goddamn videos today, current time.
You do well. Like, YouTube is, I don't know, YouTube has a real big problem. And I hope you win.
Well, we'll see. Me too. You know, I have plans. I have future plans that necessarily, you know, creative plans and ideas and stuff. So we'll see.
No, you do well. Me too. I have a lot of plan and idea.
Yeah. So yes, Mr. 82 packed me up, y'all. He got his rocks off. He came up here like he was just running. I'm like, how the hell you run to your phone? Like, he came up here like he just got through choking his chicken. Like he just got, like he was just jumping up and down. Oh my, and yeah, I got this and say. He just came up here with so much anxiety. I'm like, damn, this man want me bad.
Oh my God. That's one of the things he had a lot of feeling about that.
He came up like
he asked you, why don't you show proof? But I think you don't need to.
You don't need to. Like, you just got into it with Good Utopia because she took up for me, and she don't realize the reason you clapping at her and worried about her is because she took up for me, and you want everybody to hate me. You want to isolate. Even when King Payne, he told King, oh, don't worry, go get your own prison D. Like, he got to go. Yes, he told King Payne to go get his own prison D. Talking about me, talking about I'm hands off pretty much. The way you did Perry and Sherelle, like, these are like, this is the proof. I don't need to answer this. The fact that Storm Monroe played in your face, knowing you obsessed with me and gonna give you a platform to speak on me. Like, that's the proof. The proof is in your auntie reaching out to me. Your auntie. Like, that's the proof. That is the proof, sir. Like, I don't need to combat any of that. Talking about who I'm screwing. Don't worry about who I'm screwing. There's only one person, and it ain't you. And you're not Puerto Rican.
Yes. So I think you are maybe in a happy relationship right now.
I'm chilling.
He's chilling, guys.
Anyways, is there anything else?
So yeah, no, it was just that. I just wanted to ask you a question about the situation because I didn't understand why I needed to watch Gerald.
Okay, Cherie Shepherd.
Cherie Shepherd?
Yeah, you interviewing me and stuff. I like how you're interviewing me. That's what I'm basically saying.
Oh, Thank you, because like I said, I have question and I wanted to understand what was the relationship between you and that person that I've never heard of.
I have who?
Gerald.
I listen. That's whatever he said about me. He should have been said that a long time ago. We didn't have to waste 1 second pretending to get along. If that's what you said, I thought you was cool. I thought you was a little extra and all this other shit, but it wasn't nothing that I felt like I couldn't really tolerate. But at the end of the day, and I gave King Giles and them the same grace. You came out here, you said all of that stuff, so I ain't really got nothing to say. I didn't listen to it, and I didn't listen to it because I knew it probably would have fucked with me, and I probably wanted to respond and all that other stuff. And
Well, it's
why?
stupid
Like,
because he has your music in it. Dookie Way.
mm-hmm.
I was like, that's stupid.
I didn't like even then. I didn't look at it to put a strike. Or no, I ain't even worried about that. You did what you did. You said what you said. You stretched out there on that cliff and just bleed out there. You understand what I'm saying? And if you feel froggy and you need that and you want that, then we can discuss that in real life. You already went around saying what you was gonna do to Armand, and now you ain't did none of that, and now you trying to kiss his bookie cat. So yeah, just do it. Cause ain't no fear in my heart. Again, you know the nice, the sweet, the innocent, the not. If you say I'm crazy, don't act like you don't know if you see a different side of me. And that's just what it is. So we ain't even gotta talk. You did all of that, you said all of that. Evidently you feel some type of way. And I won't be fighting you with no emotions. Okay. We gonna be out that bitch looking like two lovers. If you fight for some emotions and I'm fight for emotions, and it was never that, never giving none of that. And I don't want to stick my toes in your mouth.
I really think he's just trying to be, which is strange because he has like a good.
What drop? Child, I'm good on that. Anyways, drop the link for somebody else to come up.
If there is,
Before I got about 15 more minutes.
Loki.
Who?
No, my dog.
Oh, what's your dog do? I'm looking at another screen.
She is being all lovey-dovey and trying to kiss me, and I'm like, stop it. But yes, guys, I wanted to know, and as always, I always ask the question. I wanted to understand what the fuck is going on and why the hell am I supposed to listen to that Gerald did? And I am not convinced of anything.
The only thing I'm convinced of is that he's not really about that life because if he had so much to say, then why he didn't say that on Nick at Night platform? Why did you have to wait until like it's giving clout chase, it's giving clicks and views, it's giving you need me to respond in order for you to get your shit back popping? Because before that, the last thing that you had popping was Armand Wiggins. You spent all your money to go to the Diddy trial just to come back, clout chase off of Armand, and get about 30,000 views, and that's it. You wanted, and then we even seen him with, Tisa Tell, where Tisa Tell at? Yeah, she said that, where Tisa Tell at? Walking around, he just was a clout chaser. That's all he wanted was some clout, holding on to Shanquilla Robinson name. That's why Shanquilla Robinson ain't got no justice, because he led the investigation on YouTube. A dumbass nigga.
He was part of the Shanquilla Robinson?
Grifting. And mad because, he been mad at Tisa Tales because, Tisa Tales and Lee Turner, they had their own grip going on. They was all grift. He's at the court. Where Tisa Tales at? I thought you said Diddy was going to do this. Where Tisa Tales? Like, get told. Out there, clout. He just went the way up to New York City, just the clout chasing, started problems with everybody. And now this,
so he
I
was
guess,
talking like that about Tisa Tell, but he's crying about you, putting sound effect and talking about Nick at Night.
Yeah, Jared with the clout chasing stock, Armand and Tisa Tell. That's what he went to the Diddy trial for. He's a whole stalker and threatened Armand online, nigga. You need to restrain the order. His chances are better off at winning than you. With you than me.
Whoa.
What's up, I digress?
I am so surprised. Hello, Mr. Goddamn. I'm like, what?
Absolutely.
Wait. He went to the Diddy trial to talk about Tisatel and Armand, but
Man,
then he's talking shit about you.
when I went to, he came at the last week of the Diddy trial. Like, what else can you, at this point in time, everybody testified, all the celebrities are gone, and you just have experts there. And I think he came on like a Saturday or Sunday. The first thing he did was convince Miss Sylvia that it was, it was okay to send him to Central Park with Mr. Big Gums, and Mr. Big Gums said, "I don't do him." And what you gonna do about all of this? All of this other stuff, like he gonna fight, just running his mouth. And then the first day I see him is the next day at the court after he already done clout chase. He the one who came to clout chase off Armand and TC. And then, something just happened. And then we in Times Square in that different place. I'm like, what happened? Tell me what happened. He don't want to tell me. He said, oh yeah, I'll tell you later on. Yeah, I'm gonna show out. Armand, yeah, I'm gonna tell you later on. I don't want to tell you right now. Nigga, we at the court. If you got beef, okay, you gonna tell me later on? Okay, all right, cool. Now he want to tell me later on about how he done try to fight this man. And, I was advocating for him with the gatekeeping tactics that Mr. Big Gums do. But he had so much performative energy talking about what he was going to do. If you were going to do something, you had a whole week to do it. I was asking you what happened for a whole week at the Diddy trial. You ain't said nothing. So my nigga Dana was right when he said that you just popped up and coming out and you the only one and you should have did that at the trial.
Another thing I remember he keeps on talking about is someone called Queen Sheba.
So what did he say about Queen Sheba?
Sheba, yeah.
What did he say?
He was mocking you and saying that you're crying for her. Like he was talking about pizza.
He said, first of all, he said I was crying for Queen Sheba. First of all, what happened was when my channel got snatched, Queen Sheba was the only person who sent me a cash app and looked out for me out of all of them. So that meant something for me and to me. So me recollecting on that made me like, it kind of made me feel like, damn, that was cool. I can't, and I'm gonna tell her like, yeah, I never really got the chance to have a conversation with her to thank her, because after she did that, Jared was throwing around negative energy, laughing because I had just experienced bank fraud and trying to make it to be something that is not and to act like I'm broke. So he was like, he's just like a punk. He's a punk. He do shady stuff like that. That's what they do. I can't stand him. And so after that, and after we all got back home, the reoccurring thing that I kept telling Jared about, hey, like, first is you trying to do some shady stuff on content, and it's about this goddamn promotion versus a hyperlink on your website. And now is you literally laughing at me because I went and bought some ice cream from an ice cream truck, and I don't know, it was like some Indian, Iranian woman, and that bitch took like thousands of dollars off of my account. Mind you, I just went through fraud too in Brazil like a month before. So when I went to swipe my card, I was able to pay for my drinks, and then when I went to swipe my card to pay for the pizza, it said decline, and I was like, what the hell? I ain't think nothing of it. So then I grabbed my debit card. It was my Cash App card. Then I grabbed my debit card and paid for it. And when my Cash App card denied, I see him tapping on Queen Sheba, like laughing and poking, and he tried to make it like it was something else. And I'm like, what's the irony of you laughing and pointing at me and all of this other stuff if one of my cards got denied if you wasn't talking about me? And so he's a gaslighter. And so the last time I talked to Queen Sheba, because I never had her direct number, I was telling him about it. I was like, yo, you was like being shady. Act like, oh, you my brother, and if I wanted to, I got you. No, nigga, you was being shady, right? And so Queen Sheba got on the phone, and I was trying to tell Queen Sheba my perspective of things, and Queen Sheba told him, let him talk, meaning that she know I'm not lying. And then he hung up the phone, and that was the last time I talked to her because I never had direct contact with her. And he's the type of person to where he did this to King Giles and Darius. he would build a pretense. He would never be specific about what was said and what was done, because 9 times out of 10, he's the shady bunch. And he would try to build a rhetoric or an ideology to make you not like the other person involved, so you never really get their side of the story to really analyze the situation for what it is. So he's a master manipulator. And so because I know that, and because I had already, advocated for him, like I was like, okay, I can be cool with him, but let me just play the back. Let me just pretend to be cool, just so that he wouldn't come online and use my name for clicks and views. But he already did that. So
That's crazy, because that's not how he said the story with the pizza at all. And he made it seem like you were the one making a fit about it, trying to kind of have pity from Queen Shiva.
no,
And
I wasn't trying to. And this is how people telling themselves. If he said that I was trying to have tea from Queen Sheba, evidently Queen Sheba has some information that's needed, which is what, or that's needed, or that needs to be talked about, or has some type of information that is in opposition to him. Hence why Queen Sheba said, let him talk. When I was telling Queen Sheba, I feel like this nigga was trying to pick at me and be shady towards me because my Cash App card declined. And when I was trying to say that, he was getting mad, trying to overtalk, and Queen Sheba said, let him talk, and he just hung up. And that was the end of my communication with Queen Sheba. I think I wrote her on Instagram and she never replied back, because I felt like Gerald told her something to kind of like make that conversation never happen. Whatever she knows that convinced her to say, let him talk, and he hung up the phone, that's the tea that he doesn't want out. Or that's the tea he don't want me to know specifically.
okay, because he was making it seem like you were crying because you missed her so much, or I don't know. Like
I don't even know.
It
Like,
just
how can I
like,
cry? No, Queen Sheba is a nice person from what I can see. I never really, and I actually feel like she told me more about her as a content creator. I feel like I know more about her than Gerald. So, because she's a real person, and real people ain't got to switch up, and you ain't got to question their character or whatever. And so, like, why would no? I was crying because I was just like, damn, remembering what happened and who was there for me, who wasn't there for me, and how the simple things. You can even say that I was crying because Nika at night bought me $1.50 cup of coffee. It was the simple things that actually
we talked
mattered.
about that too.
I mean, like it wasn't like I don't have $1.50 to pay for my own coffee.
Like I said, it's trying to make you seem like a broke and
Wow.
begging, as if you're a beggar. I don't know. And I was just like,
And so after they did that shit with my channel, if I was so broke and couldn't afford $1.50 cup of coffee, why did I jump on the train to go to DC for my birthday and then jump on the plane? Like, where are you getting this information from? No, like this is where you see how low vibrational they are. They don't have no thanks. They don't have no heart, no empathy, nothing above the need for power, control, sex. That's the only vibration and the only thing that they resonate with, which is the lowest form of society. I'm sorry. It's like you're living in hell on a celestial level. You're living in hell if that's all you can possibly fathom. And so if I'm crying because I have gratitude and it's just natural, like people cry when they thank God. People cry when they thank somebody because you're thankful. And these are tears of thankfulness are very different from tears of broke, sorrow, sadness. It's very different. And because he's such a low vibrational creature, he doesn't fully understand that, and he can't tap into that. So when I do cry from a place of thankfulness or higher vibration, it makes people uncomfortable. You ever know how, I don't know about you, but prime example, I'm gonna use myself. Like growing up, I was always favored by white people in school and shit like that. I was always favored by the white teachers and stuff. And it made me, I felt bad on the inside because I come from a dysfunctional background. I didn't understand. I didn't know how to tap into that energy and comprehend what it was. It was something unfamiliar to me. So if I'm having tears of thankfulness because it makes him feel unfamiliar and makes him feel something, and just like Conscious said, people I didn't even realize it. Conscious said that the Twitch streamer is good at pulling on people's hearts or whatever. I don't do that intentionally. I'm just a real person, right? And so him, because he doesn't understand tears, he don't know how to differentiate between tears or gratitude, thankfulness, or anything. He don't even have the courage or the confidence to just even just let go of his pain and move on. He's in so much pain and darkness. I just think he want to go back to prison where he was happy at. And that's what it's giving to me.
I just don't understand why he did a 2-hour live, basically putting himself in that situation. Especially if now I'm hearing that he is like, like someone that's tough. I'm like, if you're tough, why are you crying about a red X on the? I don't understand.
Somebody said, why are white people deny God? Because I don't know. White people have essentially treated me better than black people. So why don't you as a black person start treating me a little bit nicer so that I can love and appreciate on you? And
I'm
you
a
can
black
hopefully
person and I'm
reciprocate
nice.
that. Yeah, and Madgie too. It's but what, and I spoke about it before. I'm sorry. Like, you know what I'm talking about. And if you want to run with a narrative, so be it. Like if you're too, that's what I'm saying. Why white people
What
do not
what
God?
narrative?
It's like why white people did not God. It's like you're not
God.
educated. You're not
It's
even
such a weird thing. There is one God.
not even educated to understand what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, when we come from marginalized backgrounds, we're vibrating at low frequencies. And when you go out into the world and want something different and become more diverse and diversify, you will realize that everybody has their own journey to walk. And most people that I know that are on positive trajectories that I can call to give me positive reinforcement at any second without questioning me, and are smart enough to where I don't have to break this down, is my white friend. So I'm gonna go ahead and block you, because I don't even like explaining something so simple like this to nobody.
I've had a lot of good experience with black people and
I have
bad
not.
experience with, like, it's a mixed bag. People are people. That's what I've always thought. Everyone
People
can
are
be
people.
equal.
People are people. Let me tell you something.
Mhm.
And maybe I'm blessed or not, but I have, like, beyond the scope of, going through the criminal justice system and suing white people for doing me wrong, and experiencing systemic racism in the court of law, and or having minor incidents. I really haven't had issues with that much racism or not. It's honestly my own people that tear me down more than anybody else, and that's sad to admit, but that's a fact, and that's an isolated fact to me. And I'm not saying that all black people go through the same thing. I'm
Yeah,
not.
because I didn't as
Right.
well.
That's an isolated fact, and I wish it was not true. And I strive and I work super hard to try to change that dynamic in my life. I really do. I'm black. I grew up in the hood. I have one or two, three black best friends, and they are my friends for life because they understand me and they come from what I come from, and they want better for themselves. I'm more like a conservative when it comes to traditional values and preserving thyself. You gotta preserve yourself before you can do anything for anybody else. And because I want more in life, a lot of people that I grew up with, I don't resonate with anymore. And those people were very abusive. And what this looks like is like, say you're a football star or you have some type of talent and you're in a marginalized neighborhoods that's gang affiliated and so forth. They tell the football player to join the gang. They're off them. Can't go off to school. Can't go out. Hate, jealousy. Like boys in the hood. They got movies about this type of stuff. Niggas will kill you and stuff. Like, so I have not had the best pleasant experiences.
I went to private school.
How many black people was at your private school?
They were. I always found we were like 3. And we were hanging out together, saving ourselves because
And
being the
those
only
those are
black
essentially
children, that's something.
your best friends. So that's what I'm saying. I have
Mhm.
3 black best friends that I hold on to, that I call, that I talk to, that I cherish that I would do anything to save that relationship if it was rocky or whatever that I've known for 10, 15 years. I wish I can go out into the world and have more friends that are black, that are very like-minded, like my 3 best friends. It's just I got to look out for the ignorance. I got a code. I don't feel like being low vibrational all the time, online or in real life. That's just my anecdotal experience. It has nothing to do with nobody else. And I hate the fact that I cannot change that, but I want to change it. I do.
Red Label, hi, is telling you, get your ass out of the, go take your ass to court out and cover the Luigi Mangiani trial.
You got some money for me to go to New York? I just came from Miami. I'm actually going to be covering politics.
So cool. Damn, you're cool. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I agree with that. But with going to Luigi Mangione. But I don't know about your own experience, you know, with like like where you were raised. I'm trying to find the right word because I speak French. I don't want to be offensive in any type of way because I use the wrong word. So
well, my experience has always been different because like I'm that, like if you go back to my high school yearbook, most likely to be famous, and I'm not trying to take it back to high school, but what I'm saying is like when I was 15, 16, I went to New York and booked a commercial, did headshots, and was dancing with Rap City and Lorianne Gibson. I was doing all of that stuff. And then when I went back, people knew that this is the things that I was doing. And, you know, and then I finished high school and left. And like, so I've always been that nigga. Even though I've always been that nigga, I've always felt like like I was a perpetrator too, like literally, because like I would dress up hood one day and then the next day I would come fucking gothic, painting my nails black, the fucking big ass trip pants with the chains on it. Then the next day I would come and hang out with the tennis players. Then the next day the football jocks. It's like I was a part of every social clique, but they was not a part of me, if you know what I mean. And so, and with that diversity and that experience of doing that out there coming from New York, it was kind of like a, I don't know. And then I was taking acting classes. And so it was just like, I became like a character almost essentially. And I brought up high school because even in real life, even till this day, I'm like that too. I'm like a chameleon, with the exception where I don't have to really dress up. I can just like on a telepathic level, I can communicate with anybody from any walk of life because I've pretty much been that diverse my entire life, like especially since high school. So like it doesn't matter if I'm clean shaven or not and have on jewelry or not. I know what it's like to have that and to feel like that and how people perceive you and treat you. And so I could essentially tap into that reality, because reality is just a program and so many people are programmed, and I can tap into so many different realities and appease that structure. But and this is stuff like Will Smith and Denzel Washington and a lot of actors really talk about. And we get called crazy if we talk about stuff like this. But hey,
why do you have that type of opinion for people from your old environment? Like, what did they do? What was the attitude?
Well, it's like, especially being in Hollywood, acting and stuff, like that's almost like asking you or asking an African who only see Black Americans on TV their opinion about Black Americans. I understand the programming of it. I understand why people do what they do. I have a deep, profound connection and understanding and empathy for humanity. So if I see a gangster who is about to go rob a store, my first instinct is to look at the human in that particular person and see why that person is motivated to do that, and psychologically speaking, and to try to reason with that person. Not saying I'm going to stand in front of my gun or anything like that. It's just because I can kind of reason with that person and understand who that person is, how they operate, and why they're moving, they're doing. And then I know how to maneuver around a hood nigga, and no jury, no none of this. This nigga's in poverty. You got this type of clout. You can't, And then when I move around different people, it's a different perspective of all of that. And most people in my real life, like I said, I don't even like them knowing that I'm on YouTube, especially with the antics that I do. Like as much as I go viral, like believe it or not, as much as I go viral and stuff, like my friends that I play tennis with, I tell them don't talk to me about nothing online. I don't give a shit. As I can go viral and then everybody can see it, and my friends want to talk about that. Oh yeah, let's talk. I don't feel like doing that. Over and done with it. What's next? That's the type of person I am. Even my friends. I don't know if you noticed, but like I used to go. And I still go, but I used to like film me playing pickleball and stuff at my friends' houses and stuff. They don't like me in the way that I be acting on YouTube. They don't like it. They don't like it. So they don't even want me to be on YouTube around them. They don't want to hear about it. It went from me having to tell them to stop talking about it to now they don't want to hear about it because they don't like people messing with me. They don't. My partner, my friends, they don't like it. They don't. And it's like a negative energy that somehow tries to make its way into your life. So in order for me to eliminate that and keep the friends that I have, keep the beautiful people in my life, I have to eliminate that. And so a part of my peace and calmness is not just anger management class. It's because I know how to protect and preserve relationships I have in my real life so that if my friends, my support group, who knows I'm on YouTube, but I don't want to, then they will see who I am, or they don't want to feel like, oh, you was just online acting like this and now this is who you are. And if you really pay attention to Nick at NyQuil, she'll tell you Denard is cool. Denard is a sweetheart in person, but then when he get online, he act a certain way. So the serendipity of all of this is me actually living in that and taking heed to that tiny bit of light throughout all this darkness to where many people and everybody who's met me can substantiate that I'm not the same person that I pretend to be online because it's low vibrational and I'm just doing it for entertainment.
Exactly. But at the same time, like you have a certain opinion of certain Black people, and I wonder why.
Because Black people are most of us, not all. Let me be very clear, not all. Most of us. Like I really wish. And again, my perception is based on my upbringing. I really wish that my father was alive throughout my whole life, especially what he did for my community. I really wish my mother never went to prison. My life would have been drastically different. Absolutely. So a lot of us from marginalized backgrounds have absent parents, fathers, mothers, or both, or whatever, and it affects our upbringing and our perception of reality. So it's kind of like I've had to make myself. And a part of making myself, I had to move away from those things that bother me and that hurt me and get involved in community activities to tie myself to that pain and trauma in a good way. Like figure out how to help the next kid or the next person. And while you're trying to help that next kid or that next person who probably has gone through or is going through something that you've been through, they're kicking you and they're fighting you. And there's only so much of that fighting and resistance that you can take. You can teach a man how to fish and he will eat forever. But if you do it for you understand, it's the type of analogy. Like, and so many of us just don't listen and we just don't want to comprehend. We just don't want to understand that I'm not crying for $1.50 cup of coffee. I'm crying because this is my way of showing how much genuine gratitude I have towards that situation. That's why I don't I really don't lock in with low vibrations. This is why I specifically have said so many times, I don't trauma bond. I don't lock in with that low shit. It's counterproductive. It drags you down.
It does, but I can tell that you have a certain, because a lot of people like 82, they say that I am anti-American or anti-Black American in particular. And I'm like,
well, here's
why?
the thing because like some people can probably say I'm anti-Black American. You know who else they say is anti-Black American? Candace Owens, and she's like the queen of the internet right now, right?
Yeah, but you are, and like there is a part of you that is anti-Black American, and there is a part of Candace Owen that's clearly anti-Black American.
Mhm.
I am not anti-Black American, so I'm trying to
Mhm.
understand why.
Well, you
I
like
don't know them enough to be anti any. You know what I mean? I know Canadian. We can talk about Canada and who I hate in
right.
Canada.
Right, but you can also talk about who has done you the most harm. People that have presented themselves to be Black Americans online, and when you experience so much harm and trauma in your own life, then you get online and mimic it. And it's not just Black people. I want to say Asian people, white people, and other people do the same thing to each other. So I can only speak for the Black experience. I can't minimize the experience I've had with my own people just because another group of people go through the same thing or different. Pain is relative. I can only speak on what I know. That's just it. So that's probably why it seems like I'm anti-black, anti-black American, or whatever. But my anecdotal life experience is my life experience, and it should not be minimized because it does not conform with your ideology of what pro-blackness means.
So you feel you're pro-Black?
I feel I'm pro me. I'm pro me and everything that I care about and everything that I love. And I feel like pro blackness is the Black conservative. I've picked myself up by my own bootstraps. I've made relationships to network. I've done certain things. I've accomplished a lot. I have bad things about me. I have great things about me. I feel like I've lived a great lifestyle. I've done more than the average Black American. For namely, number one, I own a passport, let alone actually using it. So I do feel like people that are Black excellent are oftentimes accused of anti-Blackness. Jay-Z, Beyonce, any prominent Black person, even Martin Luther King when he was alive once upon a time, specifically when he was advocating for a labor union in the 60s in Atlanta, Georgia, he was deemed and called anti-Black. That's it just happens. It just happens. It's like, and I'm not saying I'm Jesus. Any of us can be like Jesus. Your own people, the closest people to you can sell you out. And because I'm Black, who are the closest people to me? Black people. So I can only speak on my experience with my own people. I only got about 5 more minutes before I have to go.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for being here, man. But yeah, because I'm curious because I don't understand why they keep on accusing me of being anti-Black American when in reality I don't know Black American enough. I would
Mm.
say I've had bad experience with Black American in the sector, but I am in a sector that is Black American. So with who else would I have bad experience on the
It's the
anti?
same thing. Like I said, I'm from a marginalized Black community. I didn't grow like I grew up a certain way. So my trajectory, my viewpoint, my life's experience is not the same as even my brother or my sister who grew up in the same household as me. So I'm not speaking for the entire Black community. I'm speaking for myself, and I'm speaking for what worked for me. And what worked for me might not work for the next person. And given the fact that this is who I really am and this is my ideology, I don't hide it. Maybe people didn't flat out know it or flat out feel some type of that people feel. I don't like. It's not my issue of what people say or think about me. It's not my business if somebody decides to take what I'm saying here and flip it into whatever they think and they believe. That's not my business. I'm not concerned with any of that. I feel like I love myself enough. And I feel like I love the people closest me to enough. Black women, Black mom, Black sister, Black best friends, and I'm Black too. So I'm sorry if I'm not gonna sit here and pander and act like I can be a savior to the entire Black diaspora. There is a sector of people within every race and group that just really are too problematic. And unfortunately, I grew up around a lot of problematic Black people. And I sometimes am problematic and I'm trying to fix my life. And I don't dwell in poverty and I don't dwell in substantial emotional distress. That's foreign to me.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I'm like, you have had bad experience, so I guess this is shaping how you talk because some people are gonna take it really, 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 really to heart when you say that you're poor white or when you go with like you put the white face.
They treat me like I'm a white man.
Oh my God, they're gonna have a field day with that one.
They treat me like I'm a white man, so
Oh my
I might as well paint my body white again, huh? Or they gonna bring that up next. I don't know. All I know is just do what you do and just know that them reports coming in. Okay, every time you make a video, me and my team, we ain't gonna watch it. They gonna get used to me just bringing up them transcripts, and let Chat GPT just go ahead and slice and dice you, and that's all. But anyways, I appreciate you. Thank you. Greatly
I
appreciate you.
appreciate you too, man. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, shoot.
Love you.
Oh, we got to end it together. Are you ready to end?
Oh, we gotta end it together. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. I will be back tomorrow morning. Okay, guys. Love you all. Bye.